Kyle, I've got to kick it off a little bit lighthearted and ask you about SRX and Joey Logano jumping on the radio during the broadcast. What went through your head the moment that you heard his voice in the radio?
What the hell? That was probably the first thing, but after that, I don't even remember what he asked me, but we were kind of in a little cat and mouse game. I guess that's what he brought up with Brad, and just kind of trying to figure out how hard to push and what to do at that point in the race. But knowing there was still a couple cautions coming, you just kind of try to take care of your stuff and pace yourself. And then that's right when Helio was on the bout to go to the front and take the lead. So he nudged me and got by me. So thankfully Joey was on my radio, so it was his fault I lost the spot. But we were able to make it back up later. I wish he would have come back on the radio later when I was on some of those restarts. He could have spotted for me. That would have been good.
He actually said on the broadcast with 2 to go, he thought about jumping back on your radio, but figured that was a bad time to do it. Are you going to invite him back to be a spotter anytime soon?
Yeah, no, it was fine. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's him or Kevin or Connor, whoever else they have up in the booth there with SRX. It's always it's kind of lighthearted, so it's fun. It's kind of neat that they do that. There's no money on the line, there's no points on the line, none of that stuff. So obviously, it's not quite as serious as our Sunday job.
I'm going to go over to the left to Matt.
Matt Weaver, Sportsnaut, kind of a follow-up on that, having done the last 2 races and kind of surveyed the landscape. What do you think the future of what they're doing could look like, and what would you change? What do you really like? Stuff like that.
Honestly, I feel like they've got a pretty good program on what they're doing. I know it's really tough on the guys and the girls who work behind the scenes and do all the stuff with preparing the cars and working on the cars. Unfortunately, Berlin was a decent race where about the only work they really got to do is clean out the burnout rubber from my car this week. But 12 cars, you could probably do 16 at least. It'd be cool to see more cars. I think that it's okay when you have some calamity and some crashes and stuff like that, as long as everybody's kind of keeping safe. Stremme had a throttle stick in one of the test cars there the other day, and he whaled a wall, and he was okay. And Kanan destroyed the fence too at Stafford. So the cars do have some good safety aspects to them, which is nice. We're at short tracks, so it's not going 180 miles an hour. We're going 100, 120 maybe. So it's just cool that they have all the short tracks that they go to. There's a lot of great short tracks across the country that would be really fun to watch those cars go around at. Richmond actually might be too big of a racetrack to go to for those cars. You could put on a race there, but I think it would be a little bit too big of a speedway. So the short track, half miles and under, are a really good place for them.
What do you think of the show Thursday night out at Berlin?
Oh, it was great. The amount of people that showed up was awesome. I took my son Hudson with me, and we got to hang out in Grand Rapids together a little bit and check out this little sightseeing, a little bit of putt-putt too, and then go over there for the race. And man, the people showed up. The place was packed, and it was a good, authentic race, I thought, as far as just tire management and the cat and mouse game that was there. Watching Brad and Kyle go at it was pretty fun.
Do you think that facility could host a truck series race? Do you think it's capable of doing something like that?
It would be if they can figure out pit road. That'd be the only thing, which I don't see that being it's a fixable issue, right? But it's a good race for sure. Old wore-out surfaces that wear out tires are the best.
How much fun was that to jump on the radio with Kyle under Berlin?
I thought it was funny. I don't know if he was laughing as much as me, but
he actually said, I asked him here earlier, and his first thought was like, oh damn, great. So, but I asked him, he was like,
I asked him before if it was okay.
Yeah,
so.
He knew it was coming.
Yes.
But he said he was kind of like, well, I wish you would have jumped back on a little bit later during those restarts or towards the end, so you could be a spotter again. But it was really fun to have that kind of interaction. So.
Yeah, listen, man, you know me, I shut it off and I have fun. There's a moment in time for me to go to work and be a tough competitor, and there's a moment in time that I shut that off and I have fun. When I'm in the booth, I'm having fun. And you know, I kind of said everything else.